Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new, hi, welcome. My name is Megan, and in today's video I am going to show you my very first spring makeup look of the year. This video ends a little bit more abruptly because unfortunately I forgot to film an outro, so I'm really sorry about that. But nonetheless, I really hope you like this look. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. To start off prepping my face, I'm using my LA Colors lip oil in the shade Strawberry. My first primer of today is the Becca First Light Priming Filter. I really love this primer because it gives you this natural radiant glow and it's very hydrating at the same time. My next primer is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and I'm only using this in the areas where my pores are more visible, so that is on the sides of my nose, around my nostrils, and on my forehead. To prep my eyelids, I'm using my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and I'm using this all over my eyelids, and I'm setting it with a little bit of translucent powder. So the star of today is the Norvina Palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm starting off with the shade Love, which is this pinky shade, and I'm putting this one in my crease. The next shade that I'm using is called Soul, and I'm first putting it in my crease and then all over my lid. So my camera cut me off, but I used my liquid liner from NYX in the shade Black. And the lashes that I used today are from GIGIBEE Beauty in the style Honey. It's a very natural lash, which I prefer and very like a lot because that way you can see my eyeshadow. The foundation that I use today is my Dior Backstage foundation, and I am in the shade 2WO. And I like to blend out my foundation with a brush because in my opinion it's just a lot quicker than with a beauty blender. So that is what I did. Now to bronze up my skin, I used this cream bronzer. This one is the Chanel 10 Chanel because I wanted more of a lightweight base. That is also why I use this foundation, because it's very much more skin-like than the more fuller coverage foundations that I normally use. Now the concealer that I use today is a newer one for me. It's the Milani Conceal and Perfect, and I am in the shade medium beige. It's quite a full coverage concealer, so I really like that. And nowadays I try to only use a little bit on my inner corners and towards the outer corners for a more lifted look. And I also try to use the bare minimum amount of product underneath my eyes because it's such a delicate area. So yeah, I don't want to put a lot of product underneath my eye. Now my setting powder is an oldie but a goodie. This is the Mercier translucent powder, and again placing this from my outer corner towards my inner corner, so the least amount of product is directly underneath my eye. Like I said, it's the most delicate area of your face, so I don't want a lot of buildup underneath my eyes. And of course, I also used this powder to set the rest of my face. Now, a little trick that I learned is when you have a more like muted color, or you want your eyeshadow to pop a little bit more, try to put a white pencil underneath your eyeshadow, because when you put the eyeshadow that you want to pop more on top of the white pencil, it gives you more of a pop and it will be more visible. Now, the mascara that I used today was also a very new one, but I've wanted to try out for a very long time. This is the MAC Extended Play Gigablack Lash Mascara. I wanted this one because it has a very nice slim lash wand, and since I always mess up the mascara on my lower lashes, I figured I should try this one out and see if it will help me. For my powder bronzer today, I'm using my favorite matte bronzer of all time, which is the Benefit Hoola bronzer in the shade Caramel. It gives you such a nice sun-kissed look. I love it. So the highlighter that I'm using is also new to me, but I've wanted for a really long time. It's the Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop. It's a collaboration with Jaclyn Hill, which you probably all know, but yeah, they made it a permanent staple in their collection, and I'm using this one to highlight all the high points of my face and my inner corners, so on my cheekbones, my nose, the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, my brow bone, and also my inner corners. The blush today is the Milani Luminoso blush. It gives you such a nice flush of color on your cheeks, and because it has a little bit of a pearlescent finish, it gives your cheeks a little bit more of a glow. The liquid lipstick today is from e.l.f. This is their matte liquid lipstick, and I'm using the shade Praline or Praline, whatever you want to call it. I really like this one because it has a moussey texture, which I like because it's not that drying on your lips. And I'm also mentioning it now, I'm using the Revolution setting spray in Watermelon. And that is also the end of the video. So I hope you really like this video. And yeah, I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.